So even using the preliminary information and data that we have for Zachary Vidal's missing person case, we can identify 14 major evidence cards. These are 14 primary data points that are important and relevant for Zachary's missing person case. We then can use predictive modeling, specifically the Bayesian probability model, to determine if his disappearance is more likely to be voluntary or involuntary. So what you see here is there is a 1 in 403,499 probability of Zachary's disappearance being voluntary, but there's a 1 in 1 probability that Zachary's disappearance was involuntary. And when I say involuntary, that can be a number of different things. That could be straight up malicious play or malicious intent. That could be a scenario where maybe some type of accident happened and a person or a group of people opted to not report that incident to law enforcement and they decided to conceal or hide a body. Or maybe somebody knew about an accident that happened. They weren't involved in trying to hide it, but they didn't come forward with that information, which would lead authorities to the missing person. So that's what involuntary is really defined by. So what really runs this predictive model is known as the Bayesian probability model. And what it does is actually pretty simple at its core, even though the math underneath it is anything but simple. You take the known facts of a disappearance, things like was there a known communication blackout? Did the person leave their phone behind? Were there witnesses? Was there financial activity after they went missing? And you feed all of that into the model, and it gives you a mathematically defensible probability of whether you're looking at a voluntary departure or something more sinister. Really, the word that I keep coming back to is defensible, because everything in this model is anchored to published research, FBI data, NAMA statistics, search and rescue behavioral research going back decades. This isn't our opinion. This is what the data actually says about how missing person cases unfold. And we've built that into the math. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The model doesn't just